Thanks for watching my video. Welcome to part 2 of the lore history of Tyria concerning the human gods. In the first video we looked at the 4 ever-present gods, Duena, Balthazar, Melandru and Lissa. This time we're going to examine 2 fallen gods and the 2 gods who actually replaced them. There's a lot more ambiguous information on some of these, so there is some interpretation. So let us begin. Grenth, the god of death, the first god born of Tyria. His powers deal immortality and judgment. He's the defeater of Doom, the lord of the Seven Reapers, standing before his immortal mother Duena. Grenth claims his place among the gods. Where his father had fallen, Grenth would rise. It is believed that Malkor the sculptor was Grenth's father, although there's some debate on this. Grenth ascended to godhood with the aid of the Seven Reapers by supplanting the previous god of death, Doom, in awe, and sealing him behind the enchanted doors of the Hall of Judgment. Grenth then shattered Doom's tower in the underworld, creating the Chaos Plains. Doom's minions waged a war in the underworld against Grenth and aided the servants of Abaddon in trying to bring about nightfall. This culminated when Doom woke from his slumber, though the Reapers were able to place him back into dormancy with the aid of adventurers. However, given that Doom has repeatedly awakened, the true outcome of the war is still unknown, though many creatures from the underworld, such as Ataxes and Shades, have been seen coming through portals. Grenth promotes the casting off of illusions and the gilded trappings of sanctity, and encourages the perception of the world as it truly is. This fits well with his role as judge to dead souls, and perhaps opposes him to Lissa. The main difference between Grenth and Doom is that Grenth actually allows resurrections, and for necromancers, the crucial existence of the undead. Let us talk about Doom. One of the original gods of Tyria, he hunted down all of those who escaped death, having promised death undeniable. Long before the exodus of the gods, Doom was challenged and usurped by Grenth and 7 heroes who followed him, and was struck down in the ossuary of the Cathedral of Eternal Radiance in awe. His power was transferred to Grenth, who sealed him within the Hall of Judgment, behind enchanted doors and layers of divine magic, as he was unable to destroy Doom. However, Doom gains power every time a creature dies in the underworld. He did at one point was able to accumulate enough power to break free of his bonds, but forces led by King Frozenwind were able to defend the Reapers long enough for them to perform a ritual to return him to his dormant state. Interestingly, no statue of this god has ever been found. As a personal thought though, the fact that he didn't allow resurrections could be a reason why Duena had a son, who I'm sure she encouraged to usurp Doom. Duena is often depicted weeping over pain or loss, and not having resurrections would surely make this loss much greater.
Abaddon is breaking up! Incredible! All that knowledge! It's running wild! It will destroy everything! I'm going into it! You can't do that! Yes, I can! I can contain the power! This is the gift the Avatar gave me! Cormier! No! You said it yourself. It's about a choice that only a mortal can make. Cormier? No. Yes, Cormier. And much more.
Abaddon?
No. His power, his knowledge, but not him. His will is broken.
There is a new god of secrets. There is a new day. Nightfall has come and gone. I have much to do. Much must be repaired. This will take you home, or to wherever you desire.
Cormier, if you need help.
Yes, yes, I will. But for the moment, you have your world back. The gods spoke the truth. It is your world. Use it wisely.
Of course.
And remember, my friend, you never fight alone.
Cormier is the goddess of order, spirit, and truth. She is the newest of the 6 gods, having risen to power in 1075 AE upon the defeat of the fallen god Abaddon. In her mortal life, Cormier was the leader of the Order of the Sunspears, created to protect Elona. It was during the war between Istan and Corna that she was captured at Gandhara, where the hunger, one of Abaddon's demons, rendered her blind. After venturing into the realm of torment and defeating the fallen god's generals Vizier Kilbron and Shiro Tagachi, she turned to the gods for aid in defeating Abaddon. The representatives of the gods only gave Cormier a gift. After his defeat, Abaddon's power threatened to run out of control and bring about nightfall regardless, which is when Cormier realized the purpose of the gift. She absorbed Abaddon's power, becoming a goddess. She now makes her home in Abaddon's former realm, the realm of torment. Though the current condition of the realm is not known, as it has been without Abaddon's influence for centuries, yet still referred to as a hellish dimension on a number of occasions. My own opinion on Cormier is one of concern. As a member of humanity, you would have thought on becoming a god, she would have aided humans upon her ascension. However, she hasn't been seen since, joining the other gods in withdrawing from this realm. Is there a reason as to why? Is it by choice that Cormier couldn't stay on Tyria? Who can say? Abaddon. He was the god of water and secrets. Abaddon's origins are shrouded in mystery. The apostate, a Margonite who has veered away from Abaddon's path and is now an outcast among his people, speaks of Abaddon gaining his power from an older, deposed god. However, nothing more is known about this. The apostate stated, "I do not believe Abaddon to be an eternal god. There were other gods before him, before he was imprisoned here, and I believe that while the power he uses cannot be destroyed, he may be supplanted, as he supplanted his predecessor." Abaddon was once fanatically worshipped by the Margonites, a nation of seafaring humans. The phrase, "act with magic, act within reason, act without mercy," is attributed to Abaddon's teachings. He also had a temple in Ur, the Cathedral of Hidden Depths. In the first year BE, he spread magic to the races of Tyria, and thus was indirectly responsible for the wars that came afterward. King Dorich, the first king of the United Human Kingdoms in Tyria, pleaded to the gods, and they rendered magic into the 5 bloodstones, diluting their gift. Abaddon was incensed and went to war with the others, and he was eventually struck down at the mouth of torment, in a blow that turned the Crystal Sea into a desert. There, Abaddon was sealed within the realm of torment, and the city of Marah was established to watch over the spot where he fell. Shortly after his defeat, the gods left the world in an act that came to be known as the Exodus. During his imprisonment, Abaddon sought a way to return to the world, sending out demonic servants to subvert the mortal realm. It was a servant of Abaddon who persuaded Shiro Tagachi to murder Emperor Ang Xian, and Abaddon sent titans who acted as gods for the Char and gave them the capability to perform the ritual of the searing. When the Char assaulted Ur, Ezekiel convinced Vizier Kilbron, who was a follower of Abaddon, to read the Lost Scrolls and sink the land in the Cataclysm. Abaddon has had a tremendous impact on the world of Tyria, affecting all continents. The Orion scrolls do mention the fact that Abaddon emerged on Tyria from the mists, and among them was Abaddon, once secret keeper, now betrayer. How have you fallen from your glorious days of old? What passed beyond in the mists? Only you remember. Interesting how they refer to what happened in the mists. Abaddon is a character that wanted to spread magic amongst Tyria. Was there a reason for this? Did Abaddon, the god of secrets, know about the elder dragons and how they feast on magic? There are many interesting theories about Abaddon. However, we have yet to be able to glimpse anything in the mists of him.